Hello students. So in our previous class we have seen Coulomb's law in vector form, and today we will do a very important problem on Coulomb's law. So let's start with the class. So the question is, 2 point charges plus 4e and plus qe are fixed at a distance a apart, where should a third point charge q be placed on the line joining the two charges so that it may be in equilibrium, in which case the equilibrium will be stable. So let's see how to solve the problem. Okay, so what they're saying that we have two charges, one plus 4e and another plus e. These two charges are kept at a distance a apart. Now they are saying that where should a third charge q be placed? Now this third charge q will be the test charge, and we always assume a test charge will be as positive. So let's put a test charge at any place in the line joining plus 4e and plus e. At a distance, we'll place this test charge plus q over here at a distance of x from plus 4e and at a distance of a minus x from plus e. Now since this test charge is positive and these two charges are also positive, so there will be a repulsive force between the charges Q and 4e and also Q and E. Now let's see what is the how the repulsive force will act. Now this plus 4e will apply a force this side. So this force will be, let's take it as F1, and this plus E will apply a force this side on the test charge plus Q. Let's take it as F2. Now for equilibrium, force of repulsion F1 between 4e and plus e, that means this force of repulsion F1, this force. So from Coulomb's law we know that the force is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 4e as product of the two charges, that is one is 4e and one is q, by x square. Why x square? Because distance between 4e and plus q is x, so x square. And since the test charge is in equilibrium, therefore this charge cannot move, so F1 should be equal to F2. Therefore it should be equal to the force of repulsion F2 between plus E and plus Q. That is, this force should be equal to this force. So let's see what is F2. So F2 is the force between plus E and Q. So it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 E into Q by A minus X whole square. Why A minus X whole square? Because the distance between plus Q and E is A minus X. Since this part is A, this part is X, therefore this much will be A minus X. So now we have equated these two equations. From here we can cancel out 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 from both sides. So the equation comes to 4 EQ by x square equals to EQ by A minus X. Now from here also both sides we can cancel EQ. Then we will multiply this 4 into A minus X square equals to X square. Now to remove the square we will square root both sides. So after square rooting we will get 2 A minus X equals to plus minus X. Why plus minus X? Because if we remove the square root we will get a plus minus. So now we will get two values of X, because since one is plus and one is minus. So let's see. So here we are multiplying 2a minus 2x is equal to plus x. Here we are considering plus x. So 2a equals to this plus minus 2 will go this side. So 2a equals to 3x, or x equals to 2a by 3. Also let's see what happens in the minus case. 2a minus 2x equals to minus x. So after doing the calculation we get x equals to 2a. Now there are two values. One is 2a by 3 and one is 2a. 2a means this direction, A and again A. Either the charge, this is 2a, so either the charge will be kept here or the charge can be kept here also. and another is 2a by 3. That means somewhere between this line. Now we cannot consider this place. Why? Because if we consider this place, then the force due to E will be in this direction. Let's consider this as F2 as we have considered earlier. So this will be in this direction because it's repulsive force, and again the force due to plus 4e will also be in this direction since it is also repulsive force. Since this force is also repulsive force, now both the forces are in the same direction. That means the charge will have a motion. So the charge will not be in equilibrium. Hence, we cannot take this value. 2a by 3, we cannot take this value. So what we are left with is 2a by, we cannot take the value 2a. So what we are left with is 2a by 3, that is somewhere in between the two charges. So for equilibrium, x must be equal to 2a by 3. In our next class, we will deal with more problems. Till then, thank you.